welcome back. Today we're doing a lot of beeping and baling some haylage for the cows. Call it silage, but it is haylage. So I'm out in the T7260 with my Vicon RV2160 behind me. That means the RV means a round variable chamber baler, and it can do bales up to 160 centimetres in diameter. So my brother's just finished out in the field I'm in now with the rake, so everything's rowed up. He's just gone to put his tractor onto the other wrapper. My other brother's been wrapping all morning, so we did 240 bales in the first field. I'm on 150 out here, and there's probably 200 to go further up the field. So keep him busy for a while. So this is my screen, runs through the isobus on the tractor. So this is the bale size here. As it gets to 50 centimetres, it appears on this bar and then races up here, and when it gets this line there, I get several beeps, that's saying it's 90% complete. And when we get to the top, that's us done. Stop sign comes up. And here's the counter for the wrap going on. The arrows say I can open the door because the wrap's complete. And then we shut the door again. And away we go.
Yep, did I check, Dave? No worries, mate. 73, thank you.
Roger's got signal problems, so Steve has turned the burner off and whacked it up, and he's throwing all 40 watts at him. It's tickling me. I will turn it off in a minute. So up the top here, this is how many bales I've done in this field. That's my bale size. This is how many wraps I got set. Here, I go around the bale twice. Above that is the amount of net I've used on this roll. So we're about a third of the way through that roll of net. And up the top here, if I start to load the bale one side more than the other, I go one way now maybe. The rows are quite thick, so it might not come up. There we go, get an arrow telling me to steer to the right to even the bale size up. And in there, oh, see the bale growing. Open the front up so you can see the net going on. Probably just be able to hear the knife engaging which cuts it. Gave the baler a bit of a birthday this year. It's had new chains all the way around it. I've got some new belts on order, but they haven't arrived yet. I think they're coming in tomorrow. So these ones have done a shift or two, and I broke one 2 days ago, so I had to get that repaired. So hopefully all new belts on it by the time we get onto hay, because it might be pretty much finished silage by tomorrow. So my brothers have just joined me in this main part of the field to start wrapping. Brother A is in the Class Arian 650 with my in-laws Kverneland wrapper on the back. Brother B is in John Deere 6920S with our Lalia Tis wrapper on the back. John Deere's got no air conditioning, so he's got both doors open because it's pretty toasty outside. He split a pipe when he was using it on the hedge cutter, and I've tried to order a new one, but apparently, according to the local John Deere dealers, there's not a single one of these pipes available in the world. So I've had to speak to an engineering company to see if they get one made up for us, which hopefully will be ready tomorrow. In the meantime, he is sweating. The Lely's automatic little wrapper, but it's only a single distribution unit, not a satellite, so it's pretty steady. You can probably average 45 bales an hour. You can get up to 60 if you really got your foot down, but it's not very easy to sustain that, especially when you hop out and change the wrap quite frequently. So my in-laws' Kverneland wrapper was pretty much destined for the scrap heap. I did all their wrapping with our Lely last year, probably half of it the year before that, and due to do all of it in the next couple of days this year. So I asked them if I could have a little tinker with a Kverneland. It wouldn't clamp the wrap properly when it cut it. It could only wrap in cold weather. As soon as the weather got hot, the wrap had no tension, it just went all wrinkly. There wasn't enough spring tension in the tensioning arm, and cable controlled, so it's really labour intensive. It was used on a Massey 3085, I think, back window open, no air conditioning, and these big old levers to wrestle with to operate it. So I've made a few modifications on the machine. Pretty simple fix for the wrap tension and for the clamp, but for the to try and make it a little bit more user friendly, I've done away with all the cable controls, put loads of new hydraulic hoses on it. Well, say new, reclaimed, repurposed hydraulic hoses, and plugged it straight into the tractor's spool valves. So now, instead of resting the cables, we just have a selection of 3 little easy to use electric spool valves. The trouble is, it's a bit quick, you've got to be careful. You've got to turn the oil flows right down, otherwise it'll whiz off and try and launch itself somewhere. So as long as you get your oil flow set right, it should be a pretty usable machine again. It's certainly handy here, because I was doing 80 bales an hour on some longer runs, and when one wrap is only doing 45 bales, it's going to be here all night. So hopefully the 2 of them going, they'll be able to do 80, 90 bales an hour quite happily, and get to go home on the same day as we start. Check out the little reversing camera my brother put on it the other day. I get to see the bale spit out the back, make sure it's clear of the ramp and net it properly. It's quite good. Saves me looking in the mirror all the time. I like it. So I baled 619 bales today. I think there's about 80 left to wrap, so just running a couple of rolls of extra wrap out to the brothers so they can finish off. We've used a pallet load of wrap of black wrap in under 2 days, so I had to move on to the green we had left over from last year. I can just see a green bale rolling down the hill now. It's quite a slope up here. Right, well, if you'll excuse the pun, the brothers are pretty much wrapped up. They'll be out here for about another half hour each, I think. It's not easy wrapping the 650 because it's one of the widest tractors we've got, and putting it on a little bale wrapper makes it quite of a challenge to line up with the bales. You would have been better off with basically any other tractor we own, I think, because it's on the 84-inch tyre centres. But anyway, it's getting there, nearly done. About 10 acres of bale and wrap tomorrow, and then that's pretty much all our silage we need for the year. Probably do a second cut later on just to top it up, just to be sure, but that's basically all the silage we'll need. Thank you for watching. There'll be more grass work coming up in the near future, so hopefully see you again then.